Hey guys.
Hey, is your water looking funky or is it smelly? If it is,
You might want to check your anode rod.
before removing the anode rod or plug, first thing you want to do is turn off your water heater, shut off the water to your RV. Then you want to open the pressure relief valve. The vents is touching right here, but only if the water has had time to cool down so you don't get burned. Ours is empty, so we skipped this step. And this is another spot where you can also release the water down here under your trailer with the low point drains. Just remove the caps and the water will drain out.
Not all water heaters are the same, but you have to look for your model number and see which anode rod you need on yours. For our rig, this is 27 millimeter. Okay. You take this off right here. We're gonna do an inspection of this. So now we see this is pretty well corroded. It's not terrible,
Yeah.
but it's about time when I like to replace it. Okay. And it's kind of falling apart a little bit there. What it's supposed to do, that's what it's supposed to be doing, is falling apart. The hard water and everything attacks this rather than attack your inside of your tank, your holding tank for your water heater. I'm gonna use this wand we purchased off Amazon to clean out the water heater tank. Okay, this is pretty nice, and it sprays up inside of there, and it takes all the water deposits and everything out of there. Okay, so it might splash back at you. So the water's not coming yet, but you can see the dirt and hard water deposit coming out. Okay. Ours is pretty clean because we do it very often. It just saves your water heater tank. Okay. Okay, after rinsing that out thoroughly, I'm gonna replace it with a brand new one, also purchased on Amazon. So just as a comparison, this is a new one, and this is a older one. Okay, and this is what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to corrode this rather than corrode your water heater tank. Okay, and it comes already Tefloned already, which is a good thing. And you got to make sure you line these threads up really first by hand before you tighten it down with a wrench, because you don't want to cross thread this. So you do it by hand first, and make sure you get it on there good. You don't want to over tighten it. You can always tighten it up some more once you get the water pressure going, but just make it snug for now. And if it leaks a little bit, then you come back with your wrench and tighten it up some more. But you don't want to over tighten it in the first beginning when you're first installing. So just a snug fit. Then you're going to turn that water back on. Then if it's starting to dribble a little bit, you can tighten it up some more after that. Okay guys, another note. Before you turn on your water heater, make sure your water's on and have all your air flushed out of the system through your sinks and everything before you turn your water heater on, because you do not want this heater to come on with there's no water in here. That can damage your water heater. Okay, and that's it. And that's all, folks.